So when we decide to start stepping with our swords, there are some things that I'd like you to keep in mind. You should try to remain level. And what I mean by level is your head should not be moving up and down when you step. This would indicate to me that you are not keeping your legs bent, you're not keeping your loading of your body on the muscles in your legs. You're transferring between the muscles in your legs and your skeletal structure so that you can walk with less energy, which is the normal way that we prefer to walk. For example, when I'm walking or standing, you can see my legs are very straight. What do I do to walk? Well, I roughly lean forward a little bit, and as I begin to fall, I put this leg here to catch myself, but I'm still falling, so I put the next one here to catch myself. And we do that. We maintain a lot of structure in our legs. They do bend to a natural extent, but for the most part, we're trying to get up on the structure of our legs. This is awesome for being energy efficient, but it's terrible for fighting. And the reason is, in order for you to move in any given direction, your muscles and your skeleton needs to be kind of in the proper starting state for that. So say I wanted to step forward, but my legs were both straight and I was leaned back a little bit. Just kind of hanging out. Maybe I was leaning up against a wall or something like that. Can I just step forward now without doing anything else first? I cannot. Because my weight is on my rear leg and my rear leg is locked, I cannot just step forward. I'll try to now. What do we actually do if I was in this case where I've extended my rear leg, leaning against something? I lean my body forward away from the thing to transfer my balance to both legs. I probably bend my front knee just a little bit, just to let things move forward. And I bring that foot forward, and then I begin falling and catching myself. So now let's take this similar cool guy lean back stance and turn it into something a little more HEMA, right? So let's go with the Italian rapier. Looks kind of like this, but makes more sense. So I'm just going to bring this forward a little bit further forward. I don't need them so close together to keep my balance underneath myself because I'm going to now bend my knees. Now, because this leg is bent and I'm on these muscles, and this leg is bent, so I'm on these muscles, this is more exhausting. I can feel it in my calf, I can feel it in my thigh. However, if I want to step from here, I can actually fire all of these muscles. I don't have to readjust my balance of my body. I can just be balanced and step, right? So now we're talking about long swords, but this will be any sort of weapon you're working with. While you step, keep a reference straight ahead of you. Don't look down. You can check your feet every once in a while, but don't stare down. Stare straight ahead and watch to see if everything moves up and down as you step. You have a reference all around you, horizontal lines, parallax objects, things that can let you know. So proper stepping, your head should remain level. You should not have an extension of your legs, bringing you up tall and then coming back down. You see this very often as soon as somebody goes from just doing footwork to doing footwork with a sword. They start thinking about the way that the sword is moving and thinking to themselves, the sword goes up, I go up. The sword goes down, and you get this kind of thing. You can use a mirror. If you tell me you don't have a mirror, a window, or a wall, you probably still have a cell phone with a video camera. You can record yourself and review that footage. Whatever height you've picked for your stance, keep that height while you're working your footwork. If you decide today you would like to work an extra deep stance, then you better keep that stance through all of your steps, and it might suck. But this is the height you've chosen. The recent conflict going on in the United States right now, we decided to reach out to Ashton Rainbows and Robert L. Stump to help us design a new shirt to help fight for equality. 100% of the proceeds from the sales of these shirts will be donated to local and national charities to help the fight. If you'd like to buy a shirt and support, please go to southcoastswords.com, and if you'd like to support our channel, please subscribe here on YouTube.